Every year at the end of November, it starts getting really cold at night in the desert. When I moved into my van 3 years ago, I was clueless about insulation. I didn't even know it got super cold at night in the desert, but it does. The other night it was 38 degrees here in Quartzsite, Arizona. That's cold, but my van is so much warmer now. When I left Denver to become a nomad, all I had were these shades in my van. I loved them and thought they were everything until I realized that they didn't keep the cold or the heat out. Then I learned a new word, Reflectix. It was touted as the answer for keeping cold and heat out of your rig. So I bought some Reflectix, except I hated the way it looked. It practically screams, "I'm sleeping in my van." So I bought some black fabric and proceeded to painstakingly hand sew the black cloth over the Reflectix. And I was very happy with the result, because when you looked at my van from the outside, you couldn't see any Reflectix, just darkness. No one would know I was sleeping in there. Just one problem. After a couple months, the Reflectix lost its rigidity and wouldn't stand up straight on the big windows. All that work gone. My friend Rosie has had the same issue with her Reflectix. So this is basically Reflectix, and then you have fabric over it?
Yes, I spray glued the fabric on there, and I did top it off with tape on one side. Originally this was all Reflectix, but I didn't like the look of it, so I flipped it over and put material on the other side, so now they're both covered. But the problem is it loses its rigidity and it doesn't stay secure like it did when I first used it. And I have to use random pieces of tape to hold it, and that only lasts for a few days and it looks pretty tacky, but that's what I do for these windows. But this is actually one of the better ones that hold.
From the outside of Rosie's van, the dark fabric over the Reflectix just looks like very dark windows. After my Reflectix started sagging, I knew I didn't want to deal with Reflectix anymore. But what next? Then my friend Mark gave me a big square of foam mat, so I tested it against Reflectix in the desert sun and the cold mornings. The stress mat outperformed Reflectix every time, blocking heat and cold effectively. So I replaced all my window covers with foam mats, which I found for $10 at Harbor Freight. There are 4 puzzle pieces per package. I cut them down to fit my windows, but for my big windows, I had to make them a bit larger. Okay, so this one, can you see right here, that little bit of sunlight coming in is super hot, but it's not hot at all on here. But, so I have to try and get these because even a crack of sunlight can heat it up so bad in here. But these are the size that they come in, but it wasn't tall enough for my van, so I kind of added a little bit and used this all-weather tape because it was coming through the crack up here, which was not good. But these things, I mean, you can feel a little heat here, but you cannot feel heat on these. Well, maybe a little bit, but not a lot. For the big front window, I got a roll mat from Harbor Freight for $11 and cut it to fit in the window. It's kind of bulky, but it does a great job of keeping out the sun and the cold. Then I put this over it. For my 2 front side windows, I cut up a roll and I keep it attached with a black fabric car screen. I used to keep it up with magnets, but it was a pain. This is much easier. They're not perfect fits, but they work well enough. The one issue that people have sometimes in a smaller space is these things are not as easy to store. I keep them right here, but if you had, could be a storage issue if you were in a very small vehicle. For my smaller side and back windows, I cut down the foam mats to size. And I just put them in here. And Bob's your uncle. You're done. The foam mats are a bit less expensive than Reflectix. It's $10 for 17 square feet for the foam mats at Harbor Freight, where at the big market in Quartzsite it was $36 for 40 square feet. The foam mats are a half-inch thick, whereas the Reflectix doesn't look very thick at all. One thing that should be mentioned is that Reflectix has different R ratings, which measure how well it insulates, so some people might have really good Reflectix, but the stuff I bought in Quartzsite 3 years ago didn't work for me. I have this old wool blanket that I put Velcro on, and I just hang it from here. And I can really tell that, like, if it's a hot day and if I put my hand through there, it's a lot warmer in the front than it is in the back. So wool really does a nice job. They also offer privacy on not so cold nights when I don't have to put up insulation on the windows. Oops. Well, good enough. This is how it's supposed to look. After I had all the foam mat installed, now I noticed that the floor was cold. When I put my hand under the bed, it was like a refrigerator down there. I hadn't noticed that before because of the cold coming through the windows. Why not try the foam mats on the van floor for insulation? After I installed them, I found some peel and stick tiles at Lowe's that I could use to cover the mats. It looked so good for a while. Then the foam mat puzzle pieces wouldn't stay together, putting them over a soft surface like my mats. Not my brightest idea, and a huge fail. After taking the foam mats off the floor, I find it is not as warm in here. It used to be 10 degrees warmer than the outside temperature in here with the foam mats on the floor. Now it doesn't seem to reach that. Back to the drawing board. After 3 years, I'm convinced that the foam stress mats are the best insulation for my van windows. Do you guys know of anything better? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And stay tuned for the next video. Thank you. After 3 years, I'm convinced. Okay. After 3 years, I'm convinced that the. After 3. Okay, stop. Don't forget to like.
Almost.